Hi everybody, Captain Phil here. Today I'm not on the deck of the Blue Nose. We are at the Michelin Social Club in Bridgewater to help celebrate the South Shore Lobster Crawl. So it's a month-long celebration of South Shore lobster from District 33 and 34. So that's sort of Yarmouth up towards Halifax area of lobster. It's the best lobster in Nova Scotia, sweetest lobster in Nova Scotia. We're all here to taste a fantastic lobster roll. So for us that grew up here, this is the day after lobster. Usually you have a big lobster feed and then you save enough, and so this is the next day lobster. Some people like it with mayonnaise mixed in. Some people save their butter from the previous day, from the dipping the lobster in it, and mix that in with the lobster. You can see this one is great. There's lots of claw meat, nice traditional roll, the optional lemon wedge. So, and then because it's a cold water lobster, really sweet meat, some of the best that you'll ever taste. This lobster roll, this particular lobster roll, is from the osprey's nest, made with love. You can see that. Part of the thing that they're doing here today is behind me you can see on stage that they've got some celebrity judges here. So we're having a competition to see who's got the best lobster roll. So it takes a big stick to get me out of my home in the winter time. But certainly lobster will do it. So we got an osprey's nest lobster roll and a crustacean elation, which is a lobster-based beer from Saltbrox Brewery here in Lunenburg County. There's also a local wine here from District 33 Winery, and then there's several other vendors at the event here today. So great timing for all and a great place to be on a snowy day.
You're supposed to grab
first taste of the lobster roll.
Pass it to the next person, not that one.
Blue Nose was an offshore vessel for an offshore fishery, largely fishing for salt cod with dories. Lobsters tend to be an inshore fishery, so they're either dories or small schooners that sail from ports like Lunenburg or Tancook or Mahone Bay, and they would farm the sea. So those vessels are looking for lobster, they're looking for herring, for mackerel, and also for inshore cod and haddock or halibut. So predominantly Blue Nose was an offshore vessel, and lobsters tend to be, in those days, back in the 1920s, they were an inshore food and not a popular one. That was a food for the not so economically advantaged, I think is the best way to say it. They've announced the winners of the lobster roll contest, and it's the Emerald Light restaurant in Shelburne. So a bit of a surf and turf feel to it, and one of the things that they do is they donate $1 from every lobster roll to the Birchtown Museum, and it is Black History Month. So if you're going down to the Emerald Light to have a lobster roll, make sure you drop by Birchtown. Here we are back at the Lobster Crawl roll-off. One of the great things they do is they have this magazine called Your Local, and inside you can get stamps for each time you visit a vendor that's supporting the Lobster Crawl, and you submit it and you can have a chance to win t-shirts and sweatshirts and a bag of lobster swag.